Welcome to our tutorial on data types in Python programming. In today's video, we're going to dive into the exciting world of data types in Python. Before I begin, please take action now. Subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. Let's get started. Data types. What are data types? In Python, data types define the kind of values that can be stored and manipulated within a program. Python is dynamically typed, which means that you don't need to explicitly declare the data type of a variable. The interpreter automatically assigns the appropriate data type based on the value assigned to the variable. Here we have several examples of how to use data types. The first one is we're assigning Sally to first name. Now, Python automatically knows that this is a string value that's assigned to first name. The second example we have is age equals to 20, and Python automatically knows that 20 is an integer, and that's assigned to the variable age. Salary equals to this number with the decimal place here, and Python automatically knows that this number is a float. That means a number with decimal places, and this number is assigned to the variable salary. Data types. Python supports various built-in data types, which can be categorized into the following main categories: numeric, sequence, boolean, and many others. In this video, we will just talk about the two numeric types, integer and floating point. We'll also talk about sequence types, string. List and tuple will be covered in another video. We'll also cover the Boolean type in this video. Let's talk about integer first. Integer, or int, represents whole numbers, positive or negative, without decimal points. There is really no limit as to how long an integer value can be. The only constraint to the limit is based on the amount of memory your computer has. Here I have an example of 20, an integer number assigned to the variable age. The second type of numeric type we have here is the floating point, or float. And float represents real numbers with decimal points. Example here, we have salary equals to 343.03. So this number has two decimal places, and this number is assigned to the variable salary, and the 343.03 is a float. String, str, represents a sequence of characters, and they're enclosed either by double quotes or single quotes. Here I have an example of Sally, which is a text or a word or a string assigned to first name. And Python automatically knows if you do first name equals to Sally, that Sally is a string. Now, I just showed you the three examples where first name equals to Sally, age equals to 20, salary equals to this number. As I mentioned before, Python automatically knows that this is a string, this is an integer, this is a float. You don't have to type str in front of Sally. So this is not necessary, even though it will work. Python will not complain about this, but that's just not necessary. And same with the integer number, you don't have to type in int here or float for this value here. Python will automatically know what data types these values are. You don't have to specify what the data type is for each of these values. Let's talk about Boolean type. Boolean, B-O-O-L. Example here, I have number 1 equals to 20, number 2 equals to 10, and number 3 equals to number 1 less than number 2, and then we'll print the number 3. So I will show this program to you later on. But let's talk about the Boolean type. Boolean represents the truth values, true or false. It is commonly used in conditions and logical operators, such as in this example you can see here. We're comparing number 1, which carries the value of 20. Is that less than number 2, which carries the value of number 10? True or false? So let's run this in our Python interpreter and see what the result will be. So I already typed the program in here, and then I'll run it. You can see it returns the Boolean type of false. That means number 1, which has the value of 20, it's not less than number 2, which has the value of 10. So 20 is not less than 10, and therefore it returns the value of false. If we change this to greater than and run it, we can see that it'll return the value of true, because 20 is greater than 10, which is true. So this is a Boolean type, true or false. In summary, Python's flexibility with data types makes it a versatile language for various applications, as you can easily work with different kinds of data and manipulate them according to your needs. Thank you for joining us today. Please remember to subscribe to this channel and click the like button for more videos about Python. Come back and join us again. Until then, happy coding!